Hey everyone, today is September 13th, 2025, here in the Chicago area, and we are gonna start getting cooler nights. So I decided to move a lot of my trees that are still holding a lot of fruits in the greenhouse, and that's because even though the day temperatures, at least for now, are really high, like they're in the 70s or even 80s this week. The cooler nights will result in bad splitting. That's a different kind of splitting altogether. It's not the same splitting you see from underwatering and overwatering and what's not. It's just the temperature changes will cause the tree to split prematurely. You would see unripe figs wide open. So I'm trying to avoid that for whatever I can save from my figs here. And I'm going to walk you through here to see most of my figs, which are pretty much my late varieties. Even though a lot of these start ripening as early as July with a head start, I'd like to not waste most of these fruits and still get to enjoy quality fruits without the splitting issue, and also the additional heat and protection from the greenhouse will result in better sugar content and quality because the fig will ripen faster. So in cooler temperatures, when figs ripen slower because of the cold, they are usually less sweet and sometimes even watery and bland. So I'm going to show you here what I have so far. Just FYI, the majority of these are Black Madeira types, which is expected, but I do have some other varieties as well. This one here is my Col de Dame Mutante. This one didn't get any head start. Started ripening probably a month ago. This is the striped Col de Dame. This one here is my Black Madeira UCD, one of my top figs. A lot of people also agree, except that it's late, unfortunately, so it might need a head start in the garage or a basement or a greenhouse if you have one. This one here is one of my Smith trees that start putting a second crop later in August. So these are fruits that are developed later, which is great. Smith is one of my top varieties overall. This one here is a 2 years old Green Goblin. I haven't had chance to try it yet, so I'm going to put it in the greenhouse. It's a Adriatic type, so I expect it to be late. Next to it here is my Cosme Magno. Cosme woke up very late. I see here the fruit swelling, so this will be one of my first Cosme Magnos. This is here my Sicilian 33, one of the young trees. This is here one of my probably top 3, top 4 figs, Basilica Sica VS. Excellent variety, really underrated. I highly recommend it. Top quality Breva, and the main crop is just large and very dense, meaty, intense berry flavor. One of my best Adriatic in type in flavor when it comes to flavor, honestly. It's just very late. This is here an Angelito from my last season. I took an air layer, so it does have a lot of fruits. I tried a couple of them. They were good but average, but that's expected from a young tree like this one. I made a mistake. I should probably have removed the fruits to allow it to grow. This tree didn't grow much, probably a few inches here and there. This one here is Black Celeste, amazing variety. When this left to shrivel in the tree, it produces a candy-like flavor. This is a papaya stick I got earlier in the season, and I don't know if it's a male or female, but we'll find out soon. It does have some flowers on it, just for fun. This one here is Black Madeira Keke. Again, excellent type, Black Madeira type. Again, I'm not gonna say it again. It's one of my best fig. Black Madeira, Bretto are my number one taste-wise. This is another Angelito. They still have fruits, so this is great. This one here is a Smith that I grafted Bretto on because Bretto on its own root is not very vigorous. This is all grafted this season, I believe in March, early April, and I'm excited to see the growth on it. I do have on it another graft, actually, not to forget, white Becca, and all the fruits are gone. I ripen super fast. In the corner here I have a white Becca. I put it back in the greenhouse because I have an air layer that I don't want to stall. The extra heat will help. This one here is Black Manzanita, no early start, loaded with figs, very large size figs. I did a review on Black Manzanita, very good, meaty, good size texture, not as sweet as or intense berry as the other berry type I have, but it does have good nice size and good bite to it. Very figgy, if you like that figgy taste and not a lot of sweetness. Black Manzanita is actually a good option. This one here is my Figuroxo, and I have a fruit here that I left to shrivel because when this is ripe, it just really amazing. This is a 3 years old Black Madeira UCD. These are small fruits here for some reason, but I have a very large one on this branch here, and yeah, so I expect to ripen all of these within 3-4 weeks in the greenhouse. This is my Figobretto, one of my first to wake up, and it's already started shedding leaves outside. I did pick a lot from this Figobretto, and I'm gonna continue to harvest the rest hopefully here in a month. The greenhouse would help a lot of making sure that nothing gets to these figs, especially wasp, because recently in the season start seeing wasp outside. This one here is a 2 years old green Michurinska, and I did pick a couple early in the season. I missed a lot of them and they were dropping because I wasn't paying attention, so I'm gonna try to see how green Michurinska stand against Angelito. I know it's not gonna be better, but if it's super early, like as expected, I'll pay more attention next year. And then why not? If it's gonna give me fruits a month earlier than Basilica and Angelito, I'll take it. This one here, this guy is stubborn. This is the Sicilian 33. I can't believe how late this variety is, and how slow to grow. It didn't put a lot of growth, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be pruning anything off of this tree, unfortunately. And I do have a lot of friends asking me for some next season. I'll see. I doubt I can do much with this one here. This is white Becca again. I do have 2 air layers. I just want to make sure they ripen. This is Angelito again, and I'm gonna leave these fruits to shrivel in the tree. They're ripe, but when I tried Angelito, super ripe, dry on the tree, it was just different level. This is a Smith, and does have some figs on it. I might come back later for some. I already ate some, so I'm gonna leave them maybe for tomorrow. This is Black Madeira UCD, another Black Madeira, and all these figs gonna ripen within a week or 10 days. This one here is gonna take a couple days. Just beautiful fig, and the taste is just says it all. This is a Smith. So I moved this back to the greenhouse because I do have like a bunch here from my second crop, and 2, 4, 6, like roughly 10 figs on it. These small ones won't make it. This one in the back, one of them will make it maybe. This one here is a Smith that I attempted to graft on it, and I think 2 graft, 1 failed. This one here, and that was a Sicilian 33. And then another Sicilian 33 the graft took, but I got like 3 inches of growth. So I'm not gonna touch that. Hopefully it grow bigger next year. This is Cibola. I still did not bought this guy, even though I should. so we'll hopefully do it end of this season when it's dormant. This is Ondata on dark Portuguese. These are the Ondata figs. I'm not sure how many of them I'm gonna pick, maybe a couple more, but at least I have one more here. This is another Black Madeira UCD. This tree suffered a lot of trunk damage from last season, but it survived. It's putting a lot of growth, and not a lot of growth, a lot of figs, and I'm not gonna waste any of them. This one here is another Black Madeira KK, and it does have a dozen figs that I'm not planning to waste in the greenhouse. So yeah, the trees will need some protection, especially when it goes in below 50s. It's not ideal for figs, so whatever I can do to not waste any of these figs and continue to enjoy them through the rest of October, because I honestly need the break as well. My greenhouse starts in February, so February to November, that's a long period. I did get to enjoy the figs early, however it's a lot of work, guys, and but it's worth it. So that's the update. I will do another video as soon as Sicilian 33 decided to bless us with some figs, and unfortunately I dropped 3 fruits while moving it, but we still have some more here to test and taste, especially on the third season, because first 2 years, that's not a good amount of time not enough time to judge a tree. I'm super excited about trying it here on the third season, and a lot of hype around it, so I'm hoping that Sicilian 33 is as good as it's been described. Thank you for watching.